we have James Tomkins and James Collins. They are still out, but they're gonna be back after Chelsea game. So James Tomkins he start to train tomorrow or today with us, but still it's too early for a game against Chelsea. But then after that we have there is international break, so both of them should be available for our next game after the international break. All the rest is good. It's good. So we have a good squad. We have a thick squad now, as we expected. We have some basically most of the players back, and that's really good for us. It makes us even more confident.
You say confident. You're 2 points off the top 4. Did you genuinely believe that you'd be challenging for a Champions League place in your first season when you arrived there?
Well, we are always trying to be positive. Okay, but as I told you, we are trying. Our season plan, or whatever you call it, was to approach game by game and to try to win every game that we are playing, not thinking about where it should bring us. So now we are in a situation that we are standing good, still a lot of points to play for. We have a chance to finish real high, but also there are a lot of teams below us that are queuing, and our aim is to continue to play like this, to pick points, and then hopefully it's going to take us high.
You say plenty of points to play for, 9 games left.
Yeah, it's 27 points.
Do you think it would take?
Well, I don't think that way. I don't know. I'm not using that kind of maths. Well, all I know about England is that you have to reach 40 points to stay up. That's it. I don't know how many points you have to get in to European League or Champions League, whatever. So just game by game. And so far that kind of thinking put us in a very good situation. And to be fair, it is the only, in my opinion, it is the only way that any club should think, not to plan like, because you can't go like now we play Chelsea, point there, and then next time we play home against whoever, and then 3 points. It doesn't work like that. Because here, I mean, in any league, especially here, there are no guarantees. So we are totally focused on the possibility of 3 points that are the day after tomorrow there, and try to get 3 or 1, whatever, and then it's going to be one less game to go, with hopefully even better position that we are now.
When you talk about the team news, you said a lot of your players are coming back. Only these 2 guys you're missing. When you look back on the season and the way the season has gone, given the teams that are up there, do you sometimes think what could have happened had you had a fully fit squad? I know hindsight's a wonderful thing, but do you think perhaps you could have even been challenging for the title even, had you had the likes of Payet and the other guys fit for the entire season?
Yeah, I told you that we were, I mean, injury-wise, in a really bad position in November and December, when we were without, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 players for some of the games, like Swansea away, like West Brom home, like Stoke home, like Villa away, and all them. So, but it was very important period for us to gain confidence and to gain character, because we weren't losing those games. We were basically drawing them. We showed like stubbornness and all that, and that was very important. What would happen if those players were playing, if few of them were playing in these games? I don't know. I mean, probably or definitely we would have more chance to win those games. But then, on the other hand, maybe that is the reason that we are playing good now, because some of those players, they got that little break and they came back in January or February very fresh and practically like after the pre-season. So you never know what would happen, but definitely we were missing those players in that period, November and December.
Is this a good time to play Chelsea?
Well, yes and no. You know, they went out of a couple of competitions in last week. They were very positive, so maybe they were more focused on a Champions League and on the FA Cup. But now they're out. Maybe it harmed a little bit confidence and the atmosphere at their training ground. But on the other hand, they're also thinking like there's 9 games to go, 27 points, and if they click, if they hit the form, they can finish very, very high also. So in that sense, it's not a great time, because now they have only Premier League, and make no mistake, I'm expecting them to be really hungry and totally focused on Premier League.
Last one from me, Slaven. Just on a couple of players, Manuel Lanzini and Harvard Nordtveds. Can you tell us what the latest is with West Ham and the signings of those players on a permanent basis?
Well, with Manuel Lanzini, it is a clear situation from the start. He came on loan from Al Jazeera, and we had an option, and the contract is there, so he's our player, and he is happy here. We are, of course, happy with him, and we want him in the club for a long, long time. It is a great signing for us, and the board and me and my staff have decided long ago that we want to activate that option, and so it's done.
That's done, is it?
But that's done. Yeah, it's done. It's done a long time ago. The decision, and there is a date, like a deadline, till when we have to activate the option. But we're gonna do it like 100%. But it wasn't decided yesterday or a week ago. It was decided like November, December. Then.
And Nordtveds?
Another?
His club has said that he will be moving to England. There are reports saying that West Ham have already signed a pre-contract with him.
Well, no, these all speculations. I can only say that, of course, we are monitoring the player. He's a really good player. He's out of the contract. Many clubs are interested in him. Almost the whole Bundesliga want him to stay there, because he's great professional, great player, and he's a captain of Borussia Mönchengladbach. They are a big club. They were in the Champions League with Man City and them this season, and it's not only Bundesliga clubs. There are many clubs in England. We heard that they want him as well, so we are also interested in him. Yeah.
Hi,
Sorry.
Given this, on Chelsea again, given the start of their season and how difficult it was for them, and now things are looking a bit more positive, does that change the way that you'll go into this game? What do you really expect from this Chelsea now?
No, I mean, Chelsea, as I said, they are now they are totally focused, or they should be totally focused on the Premier League. They are Chelsea. They are still there. 9 games to go. Let's say if they win all 9 of them, which I don't hope for, of course, they have a good situation. They can get in a spot for Europa League, maybe mathematically, definitely also for a Champions League. There is a chance. They are doing well in a Premier League. So we are expecting really tough game on Saturday. Of course, we watched them. We went also live for a game against Paris Saint-Germain like a week ago or whatever, and they have brilliant individuals. They are very strong. They are very skillful. They are great on when they catch you and break. They are like pace and quality is there. So we will again have to be on the top of our game to get anything out of that game.
Slaven, I believe you know Bilic quite well.
Yeah. Well, quite well. Yeah, I know him well.
From your time when he was in Russia, is that right?
Both. I mean, before. First of all, he was manager of Turkey when I was manager of Croatia when we played that playoff game to go to Euro 2012 and we knocked them out. He was in Turkey, I was in Croatia. Then before that, for a 2008 campaign, he was manager of Russia, I was manager of Croatia. And then after Euro, when I went to Lokomotiv Moscow, he went to Anzhi, Makhachkala, which is also a Russian club. So I know him well, yeah.
Have you spoken to him since he's come back to Chelsea this time?
No.
Any idea about what has happened at the club?
No, I didn't see him and I didn't speak to him, but I am looking forward to see him big time, because as I said, he was always like in the beginning of my career. He was in Russia. I was at Croatia, then Croatia, Turkey, then Lokomotiv Anzhi, and all that. He's one of the biggest. He's a legend, like in this business, and he's doing well with Chelsea now. I think that even against Paris Saint-Germain, they played good until Paris scored the second goal, and they were a little bit unlucky because, in my opinion, they deserved to be, let's say, 2-1 up and then hope to score another one. So he done a good job. He stabilized the club, and they played some really good games.
With all that's gone on at the club this season, how surprised are you that, considering how relatively easily they won the championship last year, they weren't able to repeat that form?
I don't know what really happened to them, but they didn't start well. And from the beginning of the season, I mean, what does it mean they didn't start well? I mean, it was straight after their first game against Swansea home, I think it was 2-2, yeah. 2-2, it was straight like in the papers you could feel like a kind of a negativity there, and they drew against Swansea home, and they had a key % off in that game, so it's not that bad. Then I think the second or third game was Man City away when they lost 3-0, and it's like it's Man City away, you know, it can happen, but straight it was like a shock and negativity. So, and they didn't get out of that basically whole of this time. So it's very hard to work and to play under those circumstances, and because if you don't have a good atmosphere around you, it makes it difficult or kind of impossible to have a good season.
Last week you called Manchester United a wounded animal before you played them. Are Chelsea a wounded animal and now have got a point to prove that they're out of every competition except the league, so maybe they've got something to show the rest of the table what they can perform like?
Well, definitely, yeah. Okay, with Man United it was different because they like, it was after that game against Liverpool. That was a real bad result for them. With Chelsea, yeah, you can say it's the same, because maybe they didn't expect to pass Paris Saint-Germain, but they were definitely planning to go through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. And now they are. I mean, we know that they're going to try to make it up in the Premier League, starting with a game against us on Saturday, and we are well prepared for that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
just one thing. The England squad is going to be announced this morning. Are you expecting a couple of names from West Ham, Mark Noble, Cresswell, to be included?
Well, I said my opinion about them, and I can only talk about my players, and both of them deserved big time to be in the squad, because I didn't see better midfielders or left backs in this season. Yeah.